Why we've been trying so hard to help him. What, Stacey? Stacey, what did you call me? He said he knows better. You told me. You might feel better. Be worth telling, don't you think? He said nothing's best. Oh, sure he does. But Stacey, what's best for him right now is to get free of the trouble he's in. It's me. In the rainbow cowboys. Blaze of yellow that lit the north wall. The crown wants to be yours. Stacey, you ever think about this? I think this like a treasure then. Because it said would keep me more help for a moment too. Because I'm still small.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Popping in here late. Yeah, I'm late. Decided to pop in. I wasn't gonna do one. But just reading through some comments of some of them goof-ass Democrats, I decided I need to pop on here right quick. I ain't gonna be here long, but I just want to talk for a minute about what we really dealing with and what type of people, if any, for the upcoming days, years, months, whatever, what type of people you need to be surrounded with, if any people at all, and what type of people you need to get the hell away from you. Playtime is over. This ain't just for content, something to talk about. For likes, clicks, views. This ain't for just that. What I'm telling y'all is for real. I'm not a YouTube character, a persona. Let me see let me gather my thoughts. Because there's still a lot of people in La La Land. There's still a lot of people that's not taking it serious. This last video I did right before an hour ago, hour and a half. Hold on, y'all.
So I was willing to give up whatever might be the trappings of Kamala Harris's particular fondness for nacho cheese Doritos. For the sake of getting it, I was willing to.
All right, here we go.
Connected.
Now, I was clearly telling y'all in the last video, right, that I'm no longer concerned with the Democrat-Republican talk. I'm no longer concerned with the Democrat versus the Republican, Trump versus Kamala, what Trump doing, what Trump said. I'm trying to get y'all to understand it's about us now. I'm trying to get y'all to understand help ain't on the way. And in the midst of doing that, I'm going to have to weed out some goofies. If you're a diehard Democrat, diehard Republican, diehard Trump supporter, diehard Kamala supporter, all that is irrelevant right now. Who I voted for, who you voted for, all that bullshit, that's out the door right now. We fucked up. I got people that's some hard-hitting go-getters giving up. And I'm trying to warn y'all about that. Here come you goof-ass Democrats. This what you voted for. These type of people, you gotta cut them off, leave them behind. F them. They dead weight. If you still run around here talking about who you voted for, I'm so beyond that right now. B, I'm focused on surviving. I ain't think for one day President Trump or anybody I voted for was gonna save my black ass. What I'm trying to tell y'all now is what you need to do to save your ass. So do not come to me with no bullshit talking about this what you voted for. No, this is not what I voted for. I'm going to show you why I voted the way I did. I voted for Trump not to save the world. See, I didn't vote for Trump to save the world and he going to fix every damn thing. That's not why I voted for him. I ain't vote for Trump because I'm some type of, hold on. How'd you get in here? Who's the puppet, first of all, before I block you? Oh, the president. Okay, get it clear. My block finger is itching. Now, this is what I voted for right here when I voted the way I did. Not because, well, you love you some Trump, don't you know?
So I was willing to give up whatever might be the trackings of Kamala Harris's particular fondness for nacho cheese Doritos for the sake of getting a big bag of Doritos as I watched the Oscars.
That's a consumer behavior.
And that's right, but here's the thing.
I didn't vote just for Trump. I voted to keep that dumb motherfucker out of office. Y'all keep hollering that what you voted for, like this who y'all were voting for. You think we fucked up now?
And shining, you know, as we say, shining a light in moments of darkness. And knowing that that light comes from within as well as from without, and seeing that light in each other, right? And you guys are doing all of that. So I was willing to give up whatever might
One more
be
time.
the tracking of Kamala Harris's particular fondness for nacho cheese Doritos, for the sake of getting a big bag of Doritos as I watched the Oscars.
That's the consumer behavior.
And that's right, but here's the thing.
Hold on, I got some people I need to remove. Hold on. Who is these goofy ass people? I said it for 5. You've been a subscriber for 5 days. I didn't know I had no dumb ass subscribers. Hold on, I got. Appreciate you, Jadis. No man, it ain't nothing you can do to make trolls not show up. They're gonna show up. Anyway. Appreciate you. They keep hold on, y'all.
You can save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Whoa! Very funny, Limu. Doesn't even look like me.
Now, Bo, let's talk about Kamala Harris. She has released her first video since the election. And dear, oh dear, I've got to say, it didn't get the reaction that she would have hoped for. Here is her video message.
I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
But look, it's been widely mocked. Some such.
That's the drunk aunt at Thanksgiving dinner. Don't y'all dare come talking no about somebody who voted for Trump, and that's who you voted for. You voted for this. And you got the nerve to talk about somebody who voted for Trump is stupid. You voted for this to run the country. And you got something to say about a Trump supporter. That's what you voted for. Well, this is what you voted for, idiot. Have y'all forgotten who he was running against? Hold on, I'm not done before I go any further. That's what you voted for. I'm so sick of hearing that. You damn right that's what I voted for.
On what we might call the liberal tears martini. She's been drinking one too many of those. You never heard of that? It's actually one part fake joy. We know that joy was a big part of her campaign.
Hold on, y'all. I'm going to get to the...
And here we go.
In this battle for the very soul of our nation, we have seen what can be unburdened by what has been. To see what can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. To see what can be unburdened by what has been. Unburdened by what has been and knowing what can be. what we know can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. An America that we know can be unburdened by what has been. To know what can be unburdened by what has been. You see what can be unburdened by what has been. To see what can be unburdened by what has been. The courage to see what can be, what should be unburdened by what has been. And seeing what is possible unburdened by what has been. Saw what could be unburdened by what had been. Is the ability to see what can be unburdened by what has been. To see what is possible and what can be unburdened by what has been and who has done what. Always believe in what can be unburdened by what has been. That is what I want for you.
I hate to make y'all suffer through this, but we got to. We finna go through 3-4 minutes of her saying the same goddamn thing over and over again, and ain't got sense enough to know, hey lady, we heard you say this before. And y'all got the nerve to come at me. This what you voted for. No, this what I voted for, to make sure this didn't become president of the United States. It had nothing to do with, I just love Trump. She couldn't get in.
Is to see what can be unburdened by what has been. Who saw what could be unburdened by what had been. Who saw what could be unburdened by what had been. To see what can be unburdened by what has been. To see what can be unburdened by what has been. To see what is possible and what can be unburdened by what has been. To see what can be unburdened by what had been. We see what can be unburdened by what has been. The ability.
If we didn't know that that's real, we would swear that's AI. Because ain't no way somebody that damn stupid, that dumb, with all that so-called education, ain't no way that's running for president right there. We know it's real. It's not what they do, that AI fake shit. That's real. She actually did that. Speech after speech after speech. She don't care. Ain't thought about the fact, hey lady, they've heard you say that 1,000 times. That is not AI. That's really her. That is not a game. That's not for play. That really happened. And you talking shit to me about voting for Trump and you voted for this? Like, really? You talking about the pot calling the kettle orange. If Trump don't do a goddamn thing, we still doing better than having that broad in there, because she would have destroyed the shit. He may not do nothing, but he ain't gonna destroy us. He would have destroyed us, which we already effed up. We already effed up. This what you voted for. Like, all this shit that's going on right now just happened in the last 6 weeks. The only Democrat I would ever talk to again in my life is my family members. Any outside, I don't want no debate with you. I don't want to talk. We ain't got nothing to talk about. You are not an American in my eyes. I was trying to keep us from being divided. I was trying to say we need to come together, unite. Enough of that Democrat-Republican shit. But no, we can't do that. We can't do that. They too far gone. They too goofy. Ain't nothing we can do with them. They must be discarded. Ain't nothing we can do with them. The people that would vote for this, what can you tell them? Somebody who saw this as being worthy to be the president of the United States to deal with the mess we got going on right now. To deal with the mess. People are losing their fucking minds. People are losing their businesses. People are losing their homes. People are losing their savings. And y'all thought this broad, even if Trump don't fix it, y'all thought she was? Like, really? This ain't no Trump. No, take Trump out of the equation. If he don't do a goddamn thing, y'all thought this broad was. So y'all thought we were gonna be better off with her.
The ability to see what can be unburdened.
A little more.
A future unburdened by what had been. The ability to see what can be unburdened by what has been. To see what is possible. To see what can be unburdened by what has been. We see what can be unburdened by what has been. To see what can be unburdened by what has been. The ability to see what can be unburdened by what has been.
Lord
The
have mercy.
pursuit of what can be unburdened by what has been. You got to be able to see what can be unburdened by what has been. You will have the ability to see what can be unburdened by what has been. To see what can be unburdened by what has been. We see what can be unburdened by what has been. To see.
Now, let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all may not understand. All throughout school, there were people that found a way to skate by, to cheat, to graduate, to finish, but they wasn't really on the level they was. Anybody that's been to college, you know people in college that you went to that were dumb as a box of rocks, but they still graduated, got a degree. Our education system right now is graduating kids that can't read. All I hear y'all talk about how educated she is. She more educated, she more experienced. She's dumb as a box of rocks. You can't see that? There's always been people able to find a way to get a degree, to graduate. They know ways to get up out of there and ain't learned a damn thing, don't know shit. She failed the bar exam. I was done talking about her. That shit over with. The election was November 20th of last year. I was done talking about that. Y'all still coming around with that bullshit. This who you voted for. Somebody who been in office a little over, is it 2 months yet? 10 days away from being 2 months. And everything's supposed to be all right. Well, he said he's going to fix everything day one. He said they're going to get started on day one. Y'all keep saying this dumb shit. I thought he said he was going to fix it on day one. You know goddamn well ain't nobody going to fix all this shit on no one day. The man said we're going to get started. Started on day one. And he did. Day one, he went to signing shit. But here y'all come with that dumb shit. He said he was going to fix it on day one. He said he was going to lower the grocery prices on day one. He ain't said no dumb shit like that. And if he said it and you believed it, you an idiot. Who the idiot who believed him if he said he going to fix it in one day? On day one, everything going to be fixed. When you got to deal with Congress, the Senate, all that shit. Who in their right mind would have thought that's what he meant? I call myself backing off politics. And what I've been talking about the last few videos wasn't politics, but actually about how we need to figure out how the fuck we gonna make it. That ain't politics, that's life. I can't talk about real shit. Y'all say y'all tired of me talking politics, but then you come talking politics. And I don't know what to deal with these goddamn eggs. We ain't ate no eggs like that. Just like when the hurricane season hit, folk go buy up all the goddamn water. Folk be out here pee yellow as hell, but now they want to drink a bunch of water when the hurricane coming. Buy up all the damn bar of water, knowing you don't drink water like that. Anybody, I don't know the last time I ate a goddamn egg. Who eating eggs like that? Stop buying the son of a bitches. Y'all don't like eggs like that. Y'all buying them just because you heard it's a shortage. Oh, Lord, I need to go get some eggs. It's called panic buying. Wake up. When the last time I ate a fucking egg? I don't know. But now all of a sudden the egg's so goddamn, that shit don't, maybe I'm not like y'all. The price of egg don't mean a goddamn thing to me because I don't eat eggs like that. You're supposed, I know eggs supposed to be good for you and you're supposed to drink water. I know a lot of people, I have to tell certain folk, man, drink some goddamn water. Do y'all know it's a lot of people out here don't like to drink water? Like seriously, there's people that don't like to drink water. But soon as the hurricane hit down here, all the water gone. No hurricane, water everywhere. If y'all love water so much, why the water don't be sold out until it's a hurricane coming? Then everybody buy up all the goddamn water. Nah, the shelf stayed full of eggs when the egg was cheap. They wasn't selling out of eggs when they were cheap. You know they were cheap at one time, right? And the shelf was full of eggs. It ain't like they damn, we out of eggs again. Folk done bought up all the eggs. When eggs were what, $3 a dozen, what the fuck they were, y'all wasn't buying them up. They were still sitting on the damn shelf. Now all of a sudden, oh, the egg prices is $20 a dozen. You wasn't buying them when they were $3 a dozen. Y'all don't like, stop letting these folk play with y'all heads, man. Y'all don't like eggs like that. Come on. I bet right now, let's see some nasty shit, castor oil. If they come out and say there's a shortage of castor oil, y'all go buy up all the goddamn castor oil. I bet you. Appreciate you. I bet you right now, if they came out and said there's a shortage of castor oil. We can't find castor oil nowhere. Y'all gonna run y'all ass right to Walmart and these other stores and buy up all the damn castor oil. And hoard the castor oil, and then got to sit around, what the fuck am I doing with all this castor oil? I don't know how much a fucking dozen of eggs here right now. I really don't. And if I want some of them son bitches, I'm going to go buy them. But I really don't know how much a dozen of eggs is. I heard they high, but I don't eat eggs. Y'all some egg-eating son bitches, huh? she already bought up all the castor oil. I appreciate you, though. But you know what I mean. Like, it's called panic buying. All the people got to say is the shortage or something. And now people gonna go run buy up all that shit. Like, explain this to me. When the C word hit, the pandemic, whatever, out of all the stuff in the store to buy, why did folks buy up all the toilet paper? How much shit y'all finna do? They didn't buy up the toothpaste, didn't buy up the soap, none of that. Toilet paper. Why did people buy up all the toilet paper? What about your teeth? Or you gonna brush your teeth? Why you ain't buy up all the goddamn toothpaste? Now I can understand the Clorox and the hand sanitizer and stuff like that. But they bought up all that damn toilet paper. But here's the deal. These shortages and whatever we're dealing with now, it's gonna be plenty more of that. If this how y'all gonna handle it, I don't care if I got it or not. If I don't never eat another egg as long as I live, I will survive off bread and water if I ain't got no choice. Before I run my ass up in the store, wrestling with y'all, fighting with y'all in the store to buy something out that goddamn store. You better figure out and learn how to live. If the eggs are $40 a dozen, I ain't buying them. I eat something else. I eat some beanie weenies. Whatever. Eggs won't get ate. You will not, the only thing you will die if you ain't drinking no water. You can go a long time without food. You're going to be hungry here, and your homeboy going to start looking like a pot roast. But you can go without food for a while. You can't go without water. You don't have to eat no goddamn eggs. You're not going to die without eggs. Leave them some bitches on the shelf. Fuck them eggs. I don't get it. I eat some peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Eggs? You see the price of eggs? No, I don't. No, I don't see the price of eggs. They got y'all around here panicking about eggs, something you don't hardly eat no way. There's a lot of people can't even eat eggs. They're allergic, can't eat eggs. I try to get my son, I don't like eggs. His friend, I don't like eggs. But now, it's an egg panic. Eggs? I can understand the chicken, but eggs? I know so many people that don't eat eggs. All they eat them is every now and then. But not enough to where the prices need to be this high. They testing y'all. They testing you. It's called a squeal factor. They're going to raise the prices until you squeal. Then that's what they're going to set the price at. They're going to charge you whatever you're willing to pay. Corporate greed at its finest. If there's an egg shortage, why are there eggs still on the shelf? Duh. Can somebody answer me that? My name is Big Water Genius, but sometimes I really don't know everything. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. Can somebody explain to me why there's eggs always on the shelf if there's an egg shortage? A shortage means when you go in there, they ain't gonna have none. We waiting on the truck to come. We can't keep them on the shelf. Soon we get them, they're gone. So explain that to me. Why is there eggs always on the shelf, but there's a shortage? That's one hell of a shortage. No. Listen. It don't matter how expensive gas get. If you gotta have it, you're gonna still buy it. So they ain't on the shelf because they're expensive. They on the shelf because you wasn't eating them some bitches. No way. They was on the shelf when they was cheap. Is my point. They not still on the shelf because they're expensive. They still on the shelf because y'all don't eat them like that. It's manufactured fear. Manufactured panic. They're controlling your mind. Not too long ago, there was a wing shortage. Have y'all forgotten that? Now, we ain't got no more wing shortage. Plenty of wings now. They tell you it's a egg shortage, and you believe it. But yet, eggs everywhere. It's not about the eggs, it's about the mind control. It ain't about the eggs. It's gonna be something else next. It's gonna be a cheese shortage, or what have you. Just fill in the blank, and seeing how we gonna react. I feel it's just one big experiment, if you ask me. One big mind fuck. What can we make these sheep do? Just guide them around. And I'm sitting back looking at this shit like, I wish the fuck I would be in there tripping about some goddamn eggs. Or some chicken wings. Or whatever else the hell they say is a shortage. Ain't no God shortage. Have you ever noticed there's never alcohol or tobacco shortage? Never. Have y'all noticed that? If somebody will come and explain that, they'll tell you, well, you know, it's a certain kind of. I ain't trying to even explain to these folks no more Southern diplomat. It's a waste of time. Common sense ain't common. Like when they had the wing shortage. There were plenty of thighs, plenty of legs, plenty of breasts, every other part of the chicken, but it wasn't no wings. And nobody asked the question. Like, hold up. The wing is connected to the breast. So if there's a breast, there should have been a wing. Why there's no wings, but there's plenty of breasts? And that's how I say, ladies and gentlemen, our better days are behind us. We fucked. We got a nation full of sheep. And some people willing to take advantage of them. And if you're not going along with the program, they turn on you. You're a sellout. If you happen to see, y'all can't see that. Everybody walking around like zombies, man. Waiting on the next order. Waiting on the next outrage. Waiting on the next person to cancel. Whatever the media tell them. It's people sitting around waiting on their next orders. Cancel so-and-so. Exactly. I'm glad you asked that question. Those aren't no goddamn Americans. Those are Democrats. Those are not Americans that supporting Zelensky in Ukraine. Those are Democrats. And they're not supporting Ukraine. They're not supporting Zelensky. They're just hating Trump. They hate Trump because of what he did to a boy, and y'all saw it. They don't support Ukraine. They call me a sellout. They some damn sellouts. And I'm gonna tell you why. Whether you like Trump or not, whether I like Biden or not, I wasn't gonna take another country's side against Biden. I'll talk about him. But ain't no other country finna talk about him. Biden was an idiot, but he our idiot. He's still American. Y'all ain't built like that. Biden sucked. But I'll be damned if I'm going to take another country's side over him. I'll cuss him out, but ain't no other country finna cuss him out. Because they make all of us look bad. He represents us whether you like him or not. He ain't my president. You's a damn fool. Trump ain't my president. Try him then. Say the wrong thing if he ain't your president. If he's just a regular citizen, say what you're going to do to him. And you're going to find out real quick he your president. Say the wrong thing, homeboy. You talking about Trump ain't your president? Get on the phone talking to one of you other Democrat flunkies. Talking about what you're going to do to Trump if he ain't your president. And watch what happens. You're going to find out real quick. Damn, he really was my president. Joe Biden was the president of the United States. I'm a citizen of the United States. Joe Biden was my president, and I hated him. I voted for him, but I ended up hating him. I never said Joe Biden ain't my president. I said he is my president, but he's an idiot. My president is an idiot, is what I said. But he's still my president. And I would not support another country over Joe Biden. I told y'all this story before about when I was a child, and my best friend name was Joseph Crump. He had a brother named Greg. And Greg and Joseph got to fighting. And I jumped in and helped Joseph, because Joseph was my best friend. I helped Joseph fight against his brother. And both of them turned and jumped on me. Because they were brothers. Even though they fought amongst each other, I couldn't get in it. Even though that was my friend, I was helping my friend. You can't do that. Democrats didn't get the memo. That's why I say we fucked. We got to fight against the outside forces, and we also got to fight against the inside forces. Joe Biden was one of the worst presidents, if not the worst president we've ever had. But you'll never hear me supporting another country because I don't like Joe Biden. Yes, Biden is pathetic. But I won't say long live Ukraine over Joe Biden. Because that's putting Ukraine over America. Whether you like it or not, there are people in America that supported Joe Biden. Like it or not, there are people in America that supported Donald Trump. And whichever one wins, like it or not, he's an idiot, he's a this, he's a that, he's our idiot. That's why we're done as a nation. Y'all put party ahead of country. Politics ahead of country. See, who ain't yours? Let me get you out of here. I'm not, listen. Get rid of you. He ain't mine. Well, you ain't part of this group then. No idiots allowed. And I told y'all before the election, whoever won, we still was fucked. I said Trump was going to F us with a little one. Kamala was going to fuck us with a big one. Y'all don't remember me saying that? Do y'all not remember me saying no matter who wins, we still fucked? I could go back and pull the videos up and do replays on them where I said we screwed no matter who wins. It's just that one of them was gonna screw us with a bigger wood than the other. I said that. We screwed either way. But that it was gonna be a little more able, we'll be able to deal with a little more with Trump than Kamala. But we were screwed either way. He can't fix this shit. The whole world fucked up. It ain't just America. Do y'all get that? It's not just our country that's effed up. The whole world. When has that ever happened? That's how I know we at the end. The whole world effed up at the same time. Every country on this planet is fucked up right now. Everybody heard. You can holler Biden, Trump, Kamala all you want to. This is a world problem. If it was just us, then I would put more emphasis on whoever our president is. But we got a world problem we're dealing with. Trump is dealing with world stuff with these terrorists and shit like that. He ain't just battling within America. We at war right now. We in war. A lot of y'all don't get that. Just because you don't see the bombs going off, you don't realize we in fucking war right now. And I'll be damned if I'm going to let Kamala Harris lead me in any kind of war, if I can help it. I wouldn't let her lead me in a war in a video game, let alone real life. So when I tell y'all to prepare, I'm telling you to prepare because the rest of the world is fucked up too. It ain't just America. We in end time, baby boy, baby girl. This end time. This prophecy. So my thoughts to the question right here, Americans supporting Zelensky. Black people at that. When Ukraine is one of the most racist nations on the planet. Been that. You got black folks ain't know nothing about no Ukraine before this right here. You hollering about Trump a racist, but you supporting an entire racist nation. You can't make this shit up. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna drop that link in case somebody want to get on for a minute. I ain't gonna be on here much longer, y'all. Guess who don't have to go to work tomorrow? Take a guess. Appreciate you. That's definitely needed. Hold on, y'all. Exactly, Golden Child. That's what I'm saying. And that's where I'm coming from with this, y'all. I'm done with the politics as far as Democrat, Republican. Ain't none of them worth a damn. If you want to still pick sides, go ahead. I'm on y'all side, man. What we gonna do? Miss me with your this what you voted for. If that's what you own, I can't talk to you. What the F are we going to do now? How are we going to survive what's coming up is what I want to talk about. What's y'all plans? How are you preparing? Because it's real. This ain't no YouTube spiel. If I wanted more views, this ain't what I'd be talking about. I promise you. I will be doing some reaction videos or some shit. That's what you do on YouTube with blow up reaction shit. React to other folks' content. If I was worried about views, I'd know what to do. I'm really just trying. I'm just doing my thing. So I really want to know what's y'all plans. Do y'all even have a plan? Or are you waiting to the next election to vote Trump out? What's your plans? Hold on, y'all. Flame Cash, I need you to see your picture. I see you live. Okay, I recognize you. You know, I got a lot of trolls. Hey, what's going on, my man?
Big Ward, what you got going?
I'm good, man. How about you?
Hey, we trying to make it, brother. Like you said, it's tough out here.
It's getting worse.
Yeah, it is. But you know what's crazy? People don't realize, I've been saying in the chat, if everybody quit buying eggs, if that was the damn problem, they know the prices would drop back to its original price.
I don't get it, man. I ain't trying to figure this shit out, man. I'm just staying in my lane, bro. It ain't like it's something like gas where you gotta have it.
Right.
It's eggs, man. Don't
Yeah.
buy them. Let them motherfuckers sit on the shelf and hatch.
Yeah, exactly. I said, go steal you some chicken.
Let them hatch. Out there sit on the shelf till they hatch before I buy them. But they can't. They can't figure that out. Oh, I gotta have them. Oh, Lord have mercy. All the egg prices. They're gonna keep on doing that, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna keep doing it. Cause they can.
Yeah, it's crazy. 'Cause I was at a grocery store this morning. People was fighting over eggs. I'm like, what? So y'all some food, man.
Fighting over eggs.
Fighting over eggs, Big Ward. They said, no, I need that dozen. And the old guy, no, I need it. I'm just like, bruh, they'll bring some more out. God damn.
Like, what the fuck? I really can't remember the last time I ate an egg, bro.
It's been a long time for me.
And I'm in the lifting weights, protein, carbs, fats, all that shit.
Yeah.
So I should be heavy on the eggs. I eat an egg every now and then.
That's me.
Not saying I won't eat them, but to the point that when I'm going to go pay how much they is a dub, which
Yeah, wow. $7. I can go to IHOP. That's the case. Go and get me a whole plate.
and just eat, because that's about as much as I eat an egg if I go to Waffle House or something.
Yeah.
And get the 2-egg breakfast with the
Yeah.
cheese grits and the toast. And that's every blue moon.
Right.
But like my man said, he eat eggs every week. But even if you eat it every week, if I buy one dozen, a dozen last me, I don't know how long they last for spoiling. I don't do eggs spoil. I don't know.
No.
So shit, if I buy a dozen, them bitches gonna last. Cause most kids I know don't like eggs.
Right. Yeah.
My son don't like them. When I was little, I didn't like them. So I don't get it, man. So you working?
Oh yeah, you know it. A little late.
How's work for you?
Hey, they finna go down. I tell you that.
What line of work you in?
Remember, I deliver. We do the footballs and stuff. The Wilson, Wilson balls and all that.
Okay. Well, so do you have a busy season or is it all year round?
Man, No, I need to get in something. It's gonna get slow.
Damn, man.
Yeah,
Man, people losing their job around here left and right, man.
I'm telling you. They just talked to us earlier, talking about hey, the hour's gonna drop.
Yep. What's today? Tuesday. I'm off tomorrow. Well, y'all already know my routine. Ain't nothing new. This been like the last couple of years for me.
Hey,
I done got used to it. But it's a lot of people it's starting to hit now that ain't been doing this.
right.
People getting laid off. And then you got these federal workers, right?
Yeah.
Elon Musk want them to asking them what did they do today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like people don't know that it's a lot of y'all don't do nothing.
Right.
You getting like we don't know that there's a lot of y'all be in the office not doing shit.
Exactly.
So now they trying to everybody cutting back. I got a friend of mine. I went bought some tickets for a ball the other night, right? He worked for the city of Mobile.
Right.
And he was finna move up to being the supervisor. Well, he already a supervisor, but they finna move him up to another spot, right?
Right.
So right, this ain't federal. This is the city of Mobile. He say they asking them, what did you do today?
What?
He said, man, they do this on my job. And if you can't tell them what you've been doing to earn this money that they're paying you, so they got rid of the other two and kept him.
Get out of here.
He said, man, that what Elon Musk, what Trump them doing, they've been doing that here in the city of Mobile. They will ask you, you have to tell them what you've been doing.
That's
The people,
crazy.
the supervisors.
Right.
Cause they not, man, for years, we've been having like spilling the city, the water workers. Man, them folks will go find a street to bag up on and just sit there and sleep all day.
Damn.
And we'll see them, nobody care, you know what I mean? But now that people that's in charge, they're cracking down on that shit.
Right.
So now they want to talk like, oh, he discriminating. Elon Musk asking us what we've been doing. Because he know that there's a lot of people in them high positions ain't doing shit.
Yep.
So he asking you, why you can't tell him what you did today? Because you ain't do shit.
They do a goddamn thing.
Ain't did shit. So what they doing, they trying to see where they gonna cut at.
Right.
If you can't tell me what you doing to earn your money, then we don't need you. Because you ain't doing nothing. You're a waste of money.
That's crazy. Dude.
All that shit finna change, but ain't no more riding the clock. Ain't no more getting money for nothing. And a lot of people don't like that because they've been on Easy Street for a long time.
Right.
So now here this man come holding you accountable. We can't do that.
I don't know why.
But that's what's going on with if you ain't heard about them talking about Elon Musk asking them, the federal workers, to write out what they did.
Right.
And they don't want to do it.
No more
Why
of
not?
that.
Because you ain't did nothing.
Nothing.
And they mad that he know that. He know the system. Make life make sense. He love it. And then we had a windstorm the other night, right? Blew the basketball goal out bottom. The wind blew it down. It was blowing. It was like 70-mile-an-hour winds the other night, like almost hurricane force winds. And it blew the basketball goal over, and it fell over on the rim and bit the rim. So now I got to buy another rim for the goal.
Damn.
Shit happens.
You see how these restaurants doing this too, right?
Huh?
You see how the restaurants doing this too, right?
What the rest? Oh, add money for the eggs?
Nah. I went to Chili's not too long ago. You know, that was like my little favorite spot to go to. Because, you know, I get the chips and all that. So, man, I got down to my fries. Man, they gave me a portion like they trying to feed a little kid, man.
Oh, yeah, they cutting back.
Yeah. I said, what's up with this? This how many fries we can only give you.
Everything, I don't know, man. That's what I guess we gotta believe that the price of potatoes going up too, I guess. It's gonna be a potato shortage. So this is a dumbass question, in my opinion. So you don't think that the federal nurses and doctors haven't done anything?
What?
That's one of them lazy son of bitches that ain't doing shit.
No.
That's who that is right there.
Yeah. So it is. Federal nurses. Is there a federal nurse?
It must be, they saying it. The
I ain't
point
never-
is, if they are doing something, what's wrong with the people over them asking them what they're doing?
Right.
If they are doing something, they won't have no problem telling you, I did 2 surgeries today.
Yeah.
Stupid mo. Let me block this clown.
Yeah, that don't make no damn sense.
I got time for that stupid shit.
I ain't never heard no shit like that. Yeah, we got a
I ain't
federal.
saying what nobody either ain't doing. I'm saying the man asking you, what did you do today?
Exactly.
If you did something, just tell him what you did.
Yeah.
It's part of your job now to answer to what you've been doing today. When you working for somebody, if you ain't your own boss, if you don't like people telling you what you need to do on your job, go work for your damn self.
That's it.
When you working for somebody else, you under their rules. If they come up with some new rules saying, hey, you got to tell us what you've been doing.
Yeah.
You don't like it, go find you another job.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not your company. They're not there to make you happy.
Nah,
The level of entitlement of Americans is ridiculous.
that's crazy, big boy.
You may not like it. How many jobs you done been on where you ain't like what they was doing on the job, but you had to do it because it's they shit?
Plenty.
It's they shit.
Yeah.
So
I
if
left
if a new boss come in and say, hey, like the company I'm with now, the people that I'm leased on with my truck, I was with them since 2008. Another company came and bought them out. I don't like a lot of the rules of the new company.
Right.
Am I gonna make them change their rules?
Hell no.
I can either deal with it or get the hell on.
That's it.
They don't work for me.
Nope.
So you federal workers or whoever else don't like the fact that they want you to tell them what you're doing. If you don't like having to do that, find your job or you ain't got to do that.
Exactly.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
You don't go to nobody's job telling them what the hell you going to, well, some folks do that. They try. You ain't going to work for me.
I know that's a.
If I'm paying your salary, you going to do what the hell I tell you to do, long as it ain't something illegal.
Right.
And degrade you and, making a fool out yourself. You can't do all that.
No.
But if I say this is part of your job description, even if it's something you ain't never had to do before, you're in the new management. And the new management come in and say, hey, this is what I'm going to need y'all to start doing for this job. Now, we ain't never had to do that. Why we got to do it now? Because I said so.
Yeah.
And you got to, it ain't slavery. You can hit that door
Yeah,
at any given time.
But ain't
Oh, but no.
They better sit and complain about it.
You ain't got to be here.
Exactly.
If the man said you got to tell us what you doing,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't want to do it, leave. It's a job. Go find you another one. They don't owe you that job.
Nah.
And you ain't got to be there.
But guess what they blaming on?
I ain't never been on a job, man, where I actually liked everything they did.
Right.
But if I'm going to work there and get my check on Friday, I still got to do what they're telling me to do.
That's
It's
it.
called a job.
Yeah.
Not these folks, not our federal workers. He can't come in and tell us to tell him what we've been doing. The hell he can't.
Right. You paying. You want your
Your
money.
boss, which is the president of the United States, said that this man here can ask you what you did today.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do it, hit the road, Jack.
That's it. But guess what they're blaming on, Big Ward?
Trump.
Yeah. And that's crazy. It's starting to affect relationships. I met this chick, right? I'm thinking we cool. we having a good conversation, everything. Then she got into politics. I'm like, here we go. She started talking about the egg. I'm just still trying to figure out, like, hey, how we skip from trying to get to know each other to egg. Anyway, she's like, yeah, see, we'd had Kamala in there. See that? Hey, look. She pissed me off. She pissed me off when she said that. I said, wait a minute now. I said, how long Trump been in office? About 2 months. I said, how high them eggs been since? It's been about since last year, probably November, December. I said, all right then. Kamala been in there when them eggs was high. I gotta stop that mess, man. Hey, Big War. I hung up on her. I said, hey, I can't do this.
Them some of the dumbest people in the world, bro.
I can't, bro. I can't.
The eggs was high last year.
Exactly.
Everything was high last year.
Yep.
That's why she lost. Because people were blaming her because she down with Biden for having everything fucked up.
Yep.
That's why she lost. The Democrats were going to lose regardless.
Right.
It don't matter who it was. Biden was going to lose. It don't matter who the Democrat was. They was losing.
Oh, yeah.
Because they are to blame for the shape we're in.
Yeah.
Now they want to get in here and act like Trump fucked all this shit up in 6 weeks.
I don't get it, Big War.
Now, I'm not saying he going to fix everything. But what I am saying, he ain't fuck it up. He didn't fuck this shit up.
Oh, it was already fucked up.
It was fucked up when he got here.
Exactly.
But yet they'll get their happy ass right on here and talk about this, what you voted for.
Yeah.
Like, what? The price of this, the price of that. I could have sworn they were doing good 2 years ago then. They wasn't saying shit.
Oh. I'm saying that. And then when I tell her, hey, y'all spent $350 billion to Ukraine. Oh, but I said, get off my phone. Get off my phone. You complain about eggs, but your own people done sent $350 billion to Ukraine.
And he coming over here want more. He want more.
Crazy.
And they love, not only do they love Ukraine now, they love illegal immigrants.
Oh, yeah.
Now they love illegal immigrants.
Yeah.
And the Jasmine Crockett broad, hold on.
Hold up, Big War.
Hold up now. Hold up. Jasmine Crockett, hold on.
You gotta laugh and quit from crying, man. Sad.
Hold on, let me pull this up. Hold on, let me find it. Jasmine Crockett, illegal immigrants. Here it is right here, y'all. Hold on.
Connected.
Enter the country illegally. It's not a criminal. It is not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. It is not a criminal violation.
This woman's supposed to be a lawyer. Keep that in mind when y'all hear this. She's supposed to be a lawyer. She's the one that the Democrat Party is prancing around on all the talk shows and whatever. I think they prepping her to run for president. Lord have mercy. That's what I think they're doing. They're trying to prepare her to run for president. And they figure she'll get the black vote back because they lost the black vote. Well, they lose all the black vote, but they lost enough of the black vote to where they can't win without it.
Right.
So they figure she gonna bring us back. This clown. This is the best they can come up with. Hold on, listen to this broad, man.
To enter the country illegally. It's not a criminal, it's a crime. It's not a crime, which is why they're so frustrated, because they really want our local law enforcement to go out and round up people when they could be looking out for the murderers and the sexual abusers as well as the robbers. They want them to go and round people up on civil accusations. And so that
This broad said, coming into the country illegally is not a crime. It's called illegal.
Exactly.
When you do something that's illegal, you committed a crime. She said it's something civil, like a traffic ticket. You know, they don't consider like if you get a parking ticket or whatever as a crime. That ain't no crime. That's a civil, like a little violation.
Right.
It don't go on your record when you got a misdemeanor. You know what I mean? If you get a ticket for running, turning right on red or left, whatever. You ran a red light. You ain't got a felony on your record. It don't go on your record at all. It just go on your driving record. And it'll be gone in 3 years. A ticket. Right. Where I'm from, I don't know about where you from, but if you get a ticket in my city, it lasts 3 years and it's off. It go away.
Yeah.
She talking like crossing the border illegally. That's all that is.
And she's supposed to be a lawyer.
She's supposed to be a lawyer. And guess what? Her people believe her.
Ah, no.
They believe her.
No.
As long as she talking shit about Trump, they down
for it.
She can't do no wrong. All she do is talk about Trump all day and talk other shit. She ain't got no policy. Ain't talking about nothing she done did. No bills, no legislation, nothing. Trump bad and talk shit. That's what she do all day on all these little interviews she do. Let me play this again for the people in the back that didn't hear it.
it is not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally. It's not a criminal, it's a crime. It's not a crime, which is why they're so frustrated, because
did y'all not hear that?
Can't fix stupid.
It's not a crime to enter the country illegally. Try that in somebody else's country.
Yep.
And why won't they lock your ass up?
So the hell would.
If any Democrats on here can answer for this bullshit, do you agree with her? It's not a crime to enter the country illegally. This is y'all best and brightest right here. This is y'all up and coming leadership.
Oh, man.
So can you vouch for her? Do you agree with her? It's not a crime to enter the country illegally. It's not a crime.
Not a crime.
And that is not AI. She really said that.
Yeah, you know who our vice president finna be? You're gonna have all the sisters voting for her. Ooh, hey, Kamala.
Man. I ain't going to say nothing. I'll finna say something that probably get me banned.
Damn. Oh, you know she's trying to run in 2028, right?
Who gonna run?
Talking about Kamala the Lizard trying to run.
Oh no, she wouldn't have won. If they would have had a primary, she wouldn't even been the candidate. She can't even win the Democratic primary.
All right, it's over with.
Anyway, man, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I got to get out of here, man. I'm tired. I appreciate all y'all for joining in, man. I'll see y'all again soon. If the Lord willing, the creek don't rise.
Got it good.
Bye. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.